Morning, folks. Thompson Farmstead Adventures. Today is February the 12th, Monday of 2024. Well, I guess we're going to call it a snow day. You know, it's not bad out here right now. The temperature's not bad at all. It feels good. Yesterday, it was about 50, 55 degrees. The wind was blowing. The Arctic blast was coming in. It felt like it was 20 degrees. This actually feels warmer. It's weird how that is out here, you know. Anyways, today we're going to go ahead and just work in the shop because I don't want to track stuff in and out of the house. You know, I wouldn't work on a customer's home and track mud and all that garbage in and out on their floors during a day like this when it's wet. And we don't also have the drywall with us too to start putting back up in there. And there's a little more things we're going to do. So while I'm going to have Matthew paint out the ceiling and encapsulate the stuff, I still need to take that one little section out and inside the, you know, that drywall area that was bad. So I need to take care of that tonight. Didn't do that over the weekend. And then we're going to start chiseling away the tile in the shower. I'm going to leave the drain pan and I'll put plastic down. That way I can still use it, you know. But anyways, what we're going to do today is this. We're going to go ahead and get the door done and the trim that I need to get done. And of course, everything stops in a phase. All right, so we're all set up here. Need to get all the wood out from underneath this area. We'll stack it up there, figure out what I got. Hopefully, as I know I've used my 1x4s for other things, but hopefully I have enough to do out the trim work and all that. Worst case scenario, I get as far as I can, and then I'll just have to take off down the street and go get what I need. So here's what we're doing. I'm gonna just test fit things right now. So I don't want to drag you along with that. I could do a time lapse, I guess. Well, folks, I'm by myself right now. Went ahead and took the opportunity to go ahead and eat lunch. Matthew left around 11 o'clock, or at 11. And I'm going to be the cameraman and all the above. Probably no different than anybody else. I'm just using just my iPhone. So let's hope all this turns out okay. Hope you guys watch. Alrighty, well, yeah, take you guys over here. Hold on. Adjust the stand as always. Well, this is all done. Everything's kind of just, loosely fitted. I'll get better measurements on my door when I get ready to do it after I get everything secured, because you can see how there's a lot of flex. So once I get all this stuff stained, I can go ahead and install it. So that's next. And I need to clear that table and get all that stuff over here. Let's do it. Brought my black latex gloves over to the house, and I thought I probably brought them back over here. I guess not. So I have to use these. Hopefully it doesn't leak to the back. Otherwise it will bleed through. Bled through on this one because that was my main rubbing hand, get it in there. But hey, it'll come off. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but this is why I like the Kona. It's when it soaks into like the rough cut or the blemish part of the woods and stuff like that, certain knot areas like this. It's just, I don't know, I like it. I just think it's really cool. Hey, what are you doing up there? All right, now let me go ahead and I got to run over to the house and get my brad nailer. That's what I got to do. That way I can get all that stuff that I just stained installed. Get it all drilled out and put those those screws in there, those headlocks, the construction screws. And gotta go let the dogs out and go potty. That way they don't do it in the house. So I'll be right back. Okay, well, I got everything all set up over here. That way you don't have to watch me walk back and forth and all that, because I'm sure you don't want to do that. So let me get this here set back up and rock and roll. Okay, now time to make the door. So what I'm going to do, since I'm going to match it, These Thompson grooves come in two different styles. You can do it either that way or the beaded style. I'm doing the beaded style on the outside. Let's just hope I remember to do it that way. Oh, crud. And now it doesn't really matter as long as I just make the frame, get it all set up like I did here. And I have to dado each one of these guys and then chip out all the wood. So that'll take some time. So, oh boy. Let me get that all set up. I'm not using a dado blade either. I'm just doing multi-cuts. Okay, now here's what I'm doing. I had to figure out the center of my 2x4, which is 3/4. The thickness of this here, not cotton bevel, but outside to outside, is slightly under 3/4. And in an 1.5 inch 2x4, and you center it out, there's your 3/4 there, and you go 3/8, 3/8. So when I get ready to cut this, I got to make sure that my blade is 3/8 from the, from the outside of the blade to the rail. And then I have to flip this thing over. So if I run it through this way, then I have, well, not flip it over, I have to spin it around. Run it through this way, then I run it through that way. Then once I get my saw cuts, which gives me about 1/8 of an inch-ish. So it'll cut 1/8 of an inch this way, 1/8 of an inch from there and that way. Then I'll have to reset my gauge here from 3/8 of an inch and go a little stronger and go maybe so 3/8, maybe go a 1/2 inch. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to play with it on. This is one of the top pieces, or one of the top or bottom pieces. Like the other door, you see it right there. Now, it's easier to work with the shorter. So I'm working on one of those pieces right there. So the long side would be on the outside of this. So let's see how this works. Not too bad. All right. Well, it's going to take me a bit. Sorry, got caught up there. It's going to take me a bit to get all this done. So you guys go watch a commercial someplace. Go grab a burger or whatever. Just kidding. All right, I'll take care of that. I'll be right back. Well, here we are. Look at all those pieces, man. It came out nice and straight. And, well, if it wasn't for the knots, I could almost pull them all out like this guy right here. This is the full length. Well, now the next thing is to drill my holes and put the top and bottom together, or the top and bottom, and then I'll slide in after I cut my tongue and groove to size. And I'll slide those in, and as I slide them in, I'll glue them and pin them and go that route. Okay, well, I guess I'm not going to need to nail it or glue it. I had a hard time getting that thing in there. It was tight, real tight. So this is what I'm doing here, just so you guys know. If you want to do this at home, you can. Doing is this. I got it together. This I'm going to. Sure. At least that they're level with each other. Then I know I'm using one drill. That's a Where the hell is all my vaquitas and stuff are over there, and too lazy to walk across the part of the shop to get the other drill. I'm using a regular step bit just to get things going. I'm just going down to like maybe 3/8 or so. Eyeballing that I know my 5/8 or 5/8 to 3/4 area is right in this area. So I'm going to come down a little lower, right in the center, and voila. Get that there. Do the same. Rinse and repeat. These are T25 6-inch long construction screws. These guys look great. I got them all throughout that white my first chicken coop. Everywhere. Let me do a little tappy tap here. See how it kicked out on the first screw and kicked back in on the second screw? It's not bad. I need to bottomed out right here. So this thing is tight. These boards are curving away from each other, which is nice for me because it makes it really tight then. All right. See, it's spreading open. Get at least one screw, and I'm gonna have to move this thing. Level out. Yeah, I'm not going to pull any more out. You know what? Let's check on the other side. I'm going to pull it out and try to chisel out any more, trim down any more wood. That together nice and tight. Cool. Oodalale. Voila. The closet door for the furnace is now born. Not bad, not bad, not bad. I did my best to try to keep these grooves here and here the same, but I didn't. I had to trim one side down. If I would have taken it apart and trimmed the other side down, I had to take little over a quarter on this side, and I bet I could have taken maybe 3/16 off of that side. But you know what, guys? It's a furnace closet. Who's gonna know? Right? I'll never know. Right? Oh, they'll know. They'll never know. So that's pretty good, right? Looks pretty straight to me. Again, looks good for my house. That'll work. Yep. It's up against those door stops that I made. Just like that one. And then I'll make another lock like this. And throw the hinges on it after I stand it. So makes for a long video just to put door trim and make your own door. Hey, at least you guys are seeing how to do it, you know, for those that don't. I know there's plenty of people out there that do it better than I do it differently than I do, whatever. As long as the results come out to what you like, and I'm happy with what I'm doing. I'm trying to get like an old Western style, you know, an old slap together kind of look, and those screws just kind of make it look cool. I used them in a vape shop. Oops, a vape shop that I was building, and use them on the signs and stuff. You know, I liked it with chalkboards and the same Kona wood frame around it. You know, the frame around the chalkboard itself, and then I use those black screws to screw them all in place. And, you know, it's pretty cool looking. The staining part's going to take a while. I remember the other door did, because I got to really get in the corners and stuff. So let me show you the end result. Let me show you what it looks like when it's installed. Well, there's the finished product. Still have more to do. I only have one piece of trim left, and it'd be nice to be able to have it for there too. I would have got that done and then put the one in the corner here on this wall. Got it ready, but I don't have it, so that's that. Got everything lined up the same screw pattern here as I did there, all the way up and down. And yes, I'm adding them on the baseboards as I go. That's why I bought them. Oops, the box away already. It is a little lighter color than that door panel, because I think that was done during the summer and it dried faster. And this one here, of course, it's winter time, and well, it is what it is. I'm not going to worry about it. I could either add to that. I could tell you, it's hard dealing with these grooves, because you got to take a spatula and a shirt and double it up and then run it inside there to get all that stuff out. But there you go. Have the hinges up top matching. Can't do that about the bottom. The little door locks and handles are at the same level, so everything's identical. Probably paint the grill later on, maybe a dark brown or so. I'm kind of debating that, because the white road that we have around here, I'll make it white again like my Harley. But anyways, I got a filter in there, a throwaway, to protect my HEPA filter. And those guys will last on a regular home 2 to 3 years, depending on how much dust and dander gets in there from dogs and stuff and dirt roads or whatever. Normally they'll last a year. The dirtier they get, the more effective they become. They pull more dirt out. I think they go down to about 3 or 5 microns. It's been a while since I had my HVAC spew, where I can tell customers what's going on. But anyways, they're good units. You know, I know there's a lot of them out there that have them. As long as you get a high MERV, M-E-R-V, it'll do the job. And the thicker the filter, the better. You know, the more pleats, the pleats that it has. You know, looks like an accordion. This system here came out of the house. This was what was feeding all the bedrooms above my walk-in bedroom closet for the master prime / main bedroom. And how it was in a horizontal position before. Now I'm using it in an upflow position. So this pan here was no longer needed, so I took it out only because I needed to get the coil and that sleeve right there up inside, and or the plenum. Then I had to screw the plenum off up there, and then I can get the furnace and all that stuff in. And I still need to make a nice little cover there with a frame and a door on it to keep any mice and stuff that get in there. Because we did when I first moved here, and I pulled off all these panels and put the R30 in it. There was snake skins in there, so yeah, I don't want any snakes crawling up in there. So the more I cover up, the better, especially in the office, because I have holes like that in the office too, from the existing plugs or from the building. So once I get the gas ran over here from the house, which I've shown in other videos, the manifold, for part of it's going there. I get all those lines and stuff from the house over to here, then I can get the gas line ran, the water lines ran over here, all that. That'd be nice. So right now, that's on hold for heating. I've got my stove, you know. Oops, I shut off the light in there. I'm also going to work on that too. It's about 8:30 or 8:15, so I'm burnt out, but I need to get some more stuff done because I got all this stuff to clean up. At least this area here, so I can get my truck in. So, appreciate you guys watching. And you guys all have a good night. Take care. God bless. I'll see you tomorrow.